the electromagnetic grid of the Earth
Yes.
and the portals that open up,
Yes.
and people utilizing those portals for travel.
Yes.
Now,
This
those
will become
portals,
more common and more consciously done on your planet in the years to come, although it does happen from time to time, now and then, randomly. And some people that are proficient at this can do that already on your planet, but it's not that many.
you mean proficiently, like with simply with their physical body, activating the whole body system,
Well,
electromagnetic?
in other words, proficiently in the sense of being consciously aware of where the portals are, when they open, and passing through them.
Yeah. Now, when that happens, my question about that is,
Yes.
does that happen where a person walks through a portal and it's already designated to some extent where they're going to go, or is
It
it
can be.
complete?
Some
Okay,
portals are like that, and some portals
conscious.
kind of fluctuate.
Okay, so like consciousness plays a big part in it as well, where a person's focused.
Let's look at it this way. Let's talk about it dimensionally.
Yeah.
In one dimension, a portal is a point. In two dimensions, a portal is a circle that you can step through. In three dimensions, like your reality, a portal is a sphere. And that's also fourth dimensional because then in time, the sphere moving in time becomes a cylinder, a tunnel, or what you would call a wormhole. Yes?
Yeah.
Then in fifth dimension, it becomes a hypersphere. And a hypersphere means that whatever point you enter will actually be a completely different tunnel to a different location, even though it's all connected to the same sphere. So your world has point portals, it has circle portals, it has sphere portals, it has wormhole portals, column portals, cylinder portals, if you will, and it has metaspheres, hypersphere portals as well. So each of them does a kind of different thing. Wormhole portals in general can be connected between 2 points, and sometimes it can fluctuate. But for the most part, it is the hyperspheres that are connected to multiple points, and depending on how you enter, where you enter, the angle of entry determines where you wind up on the other side.
So does the pineal gland utilize it? Do we utilize the pineal gland as a
Yes,
hypersphere?
the pineal gland is very, very critical for understanding how to navigate the portals and how to sense when they're open and where they go. So the production, the high production in the pineal gland of dimethyltryptamine, DMT, is crucial to reach a certain state of production and a certain vibratory frequency to be able to sense the portals more clearly and exactly what vibrational location they connect to.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Because the energy is basically information telling you
Yes.
what the portal is
Yes.
in detail.
Yes.
Okay.
And that translates strongly when the pineal gland is at a certain frequency based on the amount of DMT that it produces naturally.
Okay. And then with plant medicines
Yes.
for let's say the
Sometimes that can open it up. The teachers that grow from the earth naturally can help open some of that up. Yes.
will that help with opening it up to a prolonged long-term experience throughout a person's life of
That
DMT?
depends on you. In
Of
other
course,
words,
okay.
remember that what the plant teachers are teaching you is how to recognize that state, but you have to get to a place where you know you can simply recreate that state without the plant teacher. Otherwise, the plant teacher has just become a crutch or an addiction.
Right, because I feel that deep breathing actually activates the DMT more
Yes,
than
it
anything
does.
else I've ever
It
experienced
is
with
one
mine.
of the reasons why this is not something that the channel did consciously. It's one of the reasons why when you experience the idea of this state of our connection with the channel, you hear the breathing change.
Yeah.
It's actually pumping up the production of DMT. So it gives the channel's body more ability for us to utilize it in piercing into different dimensional realms to extract the information that we give to you.
All right. Awesome.
It makes the channel a better translation device, a better telephone in a sense,
Okay.
and a better switchboard.
All right. I have another question
Yes.
about you're talking about the hybrid children
Yes.
having certain locations on the earth
Yes.
to help with the
evolution of your
Evolution of the
planet into
planet.
the sixth hybrid race. Yes.
Now, what about other aspects that we've been doing on Earth with our underground bases, our underwater bases, like Pine Gap and underwater bases in Guam area and stuff
Yes.
like
What
that?
about them?
Well, there's a lot of extraterrestrial interaction there, so there is
Yes.
a sense of meshing with humanity, but it's
There
in a
is,
different
but there are
way.
also a number of different agendas going on.
That's true. Yeah. So because we are doing that, but in a different way with different agendas,
Yes.
is there any way of bringing that more to the surface, or is that going to be too much for the collective?
It will eventually come out, but understand also that the different agendas are representative of different parallel realities that will have different experiences.
Okay. Okay. And then I have another question about how you guys track time or create
Track it?
calendars. Yeah, because on Earth we actually track time and
We
create
don't.
calendars and stuff.
We don't.
So is it more
We
of
operate on pure synchronism
okay, so it's more like subjective instead of objective of like
because it is
great.
always subjective.
Okay.
Objectivity, in a sense, is your projected illusion, but it's a subjective point of view of objectivity.
Okay, so it's kind of um like the ancient tribes around the planet. Some of them had calendars, but they saw every day as a celebration.
Yes, in a sense, you could put it that way. But again, pure synchronism allows us to simply know that we will be where we need to be, exactly when we need to be there, interacting with exactly who we need to interact with at that exact precise moment. We don't have to plan it.
Okay.
It just happens because we are all operating on synchronism. We're all operating in the now because everything happens now, but it happens in different versions of now. And by being our true selves, we automatically chart our course through all the different versions of now, and we wind up exactly where we need to be now.